Oh, honey, grab your croissants and clutch those pearls. We are boarding a drama-fueled flight straight to the south of France with a stopover at Pettyville population Victor Newman. Welcome back to The Young and the Restless, where the plots are twisty, the shade is chilly, and the men named Billy are constantly being dragged. Let's dive in, shall we? The athletic club, where espresso meets existential crisis. First up, we find Sally Spectra, glowing and giggly, sipping something fabulous at the athletic club with her favorite hobby, Billy Chaos in a cashmere sweater Abbott. And honey, Sally's feeling all kinds of vibes because apparently she's about to attend the bougiest event of her life and has no idea what to wear. She's like, is this black tie? Is this spy chic? Should I bring a backup wig just in case we end up fleeing the country? Billy, bless his roguish little heart, is out here talking about doing something risky few have done before. And of course, Sally's first thought is joining the Mile High Club, because duh, she's got that ginger zest and redhead radar for adventure. But no, Billy is talking about Dumas, finding out who this mysterious power player is and maybe flipping them into an ally. Because when you're Billy, making deals in foreign countries with shadowy figures while dragging your girlfriend along totally makes sense. Except Sally's spidey senses are tingling, y'all. She says this trip screams ambush. I mean, facts. Dumas has invited a group of people who all low-key hate Victor Newman. If this was a group chat, it'd be titled Enemies of Victor, No Narking Allowed. Billy's like, we'll be spectators, babe. And Sally is like, spectators at a potential Newman bloodbath? Baby, she knows better. And he mentions Phyllis. Why, Billy? Why? And Sally looks like she's ready to rip off her lashes and fight. If that woman starts with me, the claws will come out. Yes, ma'am. Sally Spectra in Europe with claws? Inject it directly into my bloodstream. She finally agrees to go, but only after making him pinky promise that if this turns into a mess, they're hopping on the next plane back to Genoa City with zero guilt and 2 croissants in hand. Billy agrees, and they seal it with a kiss like this is some kind of Nicholas Sparks thriller starring international corporate espionage. Lord help us, society, where Nikki's the oracle and Chelsea's the worried ex. Meanwhile, across town at society, Queen Nikki bumps into Chelsea Lawson, who's pretending she's just there for a casual convo and not spiraling on the inside. Nikki's like, how's life with Adam? And Chelsea does that we're happy, I think, tone that screams something ain't right. She spills that Victor is basically forcing Adam to publish hit pieces on Billy like it's TMZ Genoa City edition. Nikki, sipping her metaphorical wine, goes, why do you even care about Billy? And Chelsea's like, this isn't about Billy, this is about Adam and protecting him from turning into Victor too. No. Girl, we see you. We see you. Chelsea's basically out here trying to play peacemaker in a family where everyone communicates through hostile takeovers and menacing eyebrow raises. Nikki, being the regal icon she is, tells Chelsea to play it smart and offer Victor something better than revenge. Ooh, that's what we call bribery with elegance. Nikki said strategic queen moves only. Newman media, daddy issues, and PR nightmares. Cut to Adam Newman, trying his best to be a decent human for 5 whole minutes, reminding his underling not to drop the Billy article unless he says so. Growth, maybe? But then in Waltz's Victor, I am the law Newman, who's like, where are the Billy hit pieces? And Adam, sounding like a man who's had one too many therapy sessions, goes, that's not my job. Victor, it is now. Adam, blinking scared. Victor wants that Billy article out like yesterday. And then he drops the bomb. They're all going to France. Sharon's coming too. And Adam's like, wait, is Nick back with Sharon? Sir, you're dodging emotional landmines while trying to run a media empire. Focus. But Victor doesn't care about feelings. He wants Adam to destroy Billy like now. Meanwhile, Adam's trying to distract anything to avoid being daddy's attack dog again.
Victor, crush Billy.
Adam, so can't we just enjoy the nice PR for Nikki? Victor, no, vengeance first, feelings later. And then Chelsea, master of timing, walks in just in time to hear Victor order Adam to go full scorched earth on Billy. You could practically see the wheels turning in her head like, this is my moment to meddle. Crimson lights, the tea is hot, and Chelsea's pouring. Chelsea corners Adam and tells him she's going to make Victor an offer. And Adam, who is one emotional guilt trip away from tossing his laptop out the window, is like, Why are you getting in the middle of this? Are you not over Billy? Chelsea gives a whole speech about guilt and empathy and protecting future Newman generations from being raised in revenge-based toxicity. Adam's like, girl, this sounds personal. And then Chelsea drops the mother of all mic drops. I figured out who Aristotle Dumas really is. Wow, cut the cameras, light the fireworks. Chelsea's got the tea that could shift the power axis of Genoa City. Society, the final sip of the day. Victor meets up with Nikki again, and she tells him Chelsea's trying to cut a deal to save Billy's neck. Victor basically says that woman needs to pick a side, but Nikki, ever the realist, says, at least she's trying, which is more than we can say for 90% of the people in this family. Victor's skeptical, but intrigued. What could Chelsea offer that's worth more than his vendetta against Billy? And when they mention Dumas working with that moron Billy, you know Victor is inches away from exploding into a puff of billionaire smoke. Final thoughts. Listen, Sally is manifesting a romantic French escape but might be walking into a battlefield. Chelsea is walking into the lion's den with nothing but tea and a hope Victor wants it piping hot. And Adam, he's stuck between his toxic dad and his conscience, and baby, that's a hard place to be when you're wearing daddy's shoes. One thing's for sure, when Chelsea drops that Dumas truth bomb, the whole chessboard might flip. So buckle up, because the young and the restless is not playing games. They're playing war couture style. And with that, I'm signing off. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your enemies you're onto them, just like Chelsea. Until next time, stay messy, stay dramatic, and stay restless.